Hello, my friends. This is Barry, and you're watching Barry and the PI. Well, a lot of things been going on in the news. Uh, China is acting like a bully that they are, and they have no reason to be doing it because they're falling apart. The economy is falling apart. The banks are falling apart. Unemployment's shooting sky high. Banks are closing. Uh, Foreign companies are leaving, and they want to act like a bully. Uh, they sent a whole bunch of ships and battalions towards Taiwan, and they circled and were acting like they were going to attack. Well, the U.S. military, U.S. Navy was there, make sure they didn't. So they backed down, and uh, so I don't think they're going to attack Taiwan, uh, especially as long as the U.S. is backing up Taiwan. Now, also here locally, there's a lady, her name's Alice Guo, and she was elected mayor of Ban, the city. Uh, I think it's near Tarlac. Uh, there's no records. She's had so far produced 4 different birth certificates. There's nothing filed for 11 years after she had been living in the Philippines. Uh, so the birth certificates are probably fake. Uh, she's tied in with Pogos. Pogos are Philippine offshore gaming operations. They're mostly owned by the Chinese, uh, and they're casinos essentially. Well, their investigations so far have found a lot of criminal activity going on with these Pogos. Money laundering is estimated 6.1 billion pesos have been money laundered. Human trafficking going on, all kinds of criminal activity, and they're investigating that now. Senator Gatchalian is heading up that and pushing for that. Pogos have been around for a little while. I think they probably proliferated under the previous president. Uh, so that's in the big thing going on right now in the uh, Philippine Congress. It's investigating Miss Go and her background. It seems like and supposedly she has ties with the Chinese Communist Party and with a high-level Chinese military person too. Maybe her boyfriend or something. And so that's all going on, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I don't know. I watch the news here, and part of it's in Tagalog and part of it's in English. So I hope I got all my understood that correctly. But these I think her birth certificates may be just fake, made by the Chinese. Uh, she hasn't been able to produce much information about her mother or the father, uh, but and we only know for sure how long she's been here. There's no birth certificates were issued prior to her arriving here. Uh, so it's always interesting in the Philippines. Uh, I've never been to one of these pogos. I've never gone. Mostly it's for the Chinese. They're the customers of it. And they fly in uh, and go out to these places, these casinos, and spend their money and lose their money and return back uh, to China. Uh, I know early on uh, there were a lot of Chinese workers coming here and to work on these pogos, these casinos, and got so bad they were getting SRVs, and they put a stop to that. And so who knows what's going to happen on that. But as I say, China is falling apart right now. There's daily protests in the streets. Uh, the, they've got ghost towns there, the big, huge, high-rise buildings, and nobody in them. Nobody in China can afford to. Plus, they're also known to be poorly built. A lot of corruption going in the real estate business there. And some of the new buildings, you can go and take a screwdriver and poke a hole right through the cement. Some of them have fallen, collapsed, fell over. Their car brand, this company, they copied Porsche and make these sports cars, but they're so poorly done. It goes out of, things start operating, steering wheel, you try to steal it, and you end up in a wreck. A lot of them, these electrical vehicles are catching fire as they're poorly constructed batteries. So, and China's got a backload of EV vehicles that they were planned on selling in the United States and Europe. And President Biden banned the exports of these vehicles. So they're sitting over there and being warehoused, and nobody's buying them. So China's going the way of corrupt nations, falling apart, and we'll see what happens here. I think we may have a revolution in China, and hopefully the people will win. So that's about it. Look, I got my yard. The guy came over and mowed the yard, cleaned up the yard. Now, you know, it's kind of hot. It's been the 80s. It's right now it's overcast, but it's been sunny too. And we have a lawnmower, but I've got so many plants on there. They don't like to use the lawnmower. They go down with a trimmer, electric trimmer, and trims the yard. That's a lot of work. Uh, and he's wearing all these clothes. You know, he's got a jacket on, he's got a thing over his head and a hat, uh, and he's out here doing that. I said, God, he's standing in that heat, but he doesn't want to get brown, I guess. He doesn't want to get tanned. Uh, so that's quite a little job that he has to do. Uh, but I'm glad to have him because he's a good worker. Uh, so that's about what's been going on here. Uh, just thought I'd let you know what's going on in the rest of the Philippines, and you don't want to go to one of these casinos. Uh, not worth it. You're not going to win. They win. So that's about it. Anything else I need? No, I don't think that's it. But anyway, hope y'all having a great day. Uh, I'm still praying for some more rain. There's supposed to be a tropical depression on the west side. So we'll see how that develops, and maybe we'll get a typhoon. And I'm ready for a typhoon. You know, it'd be great damage in certain areas. So y'all take care of your family, take care of your pets, your children, and just enjoy life. No need to be criticizing some other bloggers, attacking other bloggers. Just, you're here in paradise. Enjoy it. So that's all I have to say. Peace out, and we'll see you again tomorrow probably. Adios, amigos.